What's going on? What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful weekend. This is the pregame show between the Giants and the mighty Minnesota Vikings. I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Make sure when you come in the building, stay a little while. Kick your feet up, relax, get your popcorn ready, get your chicken wings ready. Make sure you stay a while. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, listen, y'all. I have a feeling this is going to be a beatdown. I just don't feel like the Giants have any chance of beating the Vikings. I know that is pros to cons to winning right now at this point in the season. Winning this game against the Giants hurts our chances to have probably a top 10 pick, maybe, I think. But I will say this. What's more important than a high pick, even though we're still going to have a high pick, right? But we're not going to be like in the top 10, I don't think. I feel like what's more important for me at this point of the season is seeing the development from J.J. McCarthy, seeing the development of the offense in general when it comes to the chemistry between J.J. McCarthy and his wide receivers. J.J. McCarthy and everybody, not even just the wide receivers, the tight ends, the offensive linemen, the ones that are actually playing. And you know, Christian Darrisaw is out for the season. And I know I'm not first. Oh, shout out to my guy. I think you are first, bro. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy. Appreciate you rocking with your boy, man. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today, man? And good morning to you. Good morning. Yo, what's good? What's good? Salute to you too, bro. This is so important, these last three games. It starts today against the Giants. And I just feel like we're in the point right now. Oh, my cat just busted in the room. We're at the point right now that this can make the Vikings front office a little bit more optimistic depending on how these three games end. I love you, man. Always going to rock. Oh, yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Man, as long as I don't have to work, I am good, bro. I work 12 hours a day. Yeah, man. But good morning to you, man. And listen, just keep God first, Brent, bro. Keep God first. And I know you can get through anything, man. Keep God first. Super Champ, what's going on? Alexander Bryant, what's good? So, about the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings are definitely out of the playoffs. And shout out to you, bro. Appreciate it. The Vikings are out the playoffs, but it's all good, though. We're going to enjoy the rest of the season because, you know, I love football. And thank you so much for the super chat, bro. Truly appreciate it. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for everybody that's in the building right now, rocking with your boy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Man, that's all I have when I'm alone is God. Yeah, honestly, that's all you need, bro. Like when it comes down to it, all you need is God. You know what I mean? Over anybody. It could be over anybody. God is the number one. And just keep belief in him and keep belief in yourself and just keep on striving for greatness, man. Don't let nothing or nobody make you feel too down. Just keep your head up and strive for greatness. And like I said, life is short. Enjoy every day. Try to enjoy every day, like, because you know you never know. You just never know. But yeah, you said, man, I'm old. Nah, bro, you're only. Oh, hold on, my cat just jumped on my. Hold on, get down. But shout out to my boy Alexander for the super chat. Really appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you for super welcome to the. Oh yeah, man, no problem, bro. Mike, you preaching to the. Yeah, my mom and dad is ordained. Yeah, man. You got. Oh, that's awesome. You gotta keep your head up, man. That's the one thing. God is all you really need, though, bro. Like real talk, man. Like it's so. I wish I could tell you some stories. Maybe one day I'll tell y'all a story, a personal story that really that still to this day I told some of my family members about it. And nobody can tell me that God isn't real. Nobody can tell me God doesn't help his people. So shout out to y'all. I'm 46, Mike. My grandma. Oh man, at 33, my mom is 34. Wow. Sorry for your loss for your grandma. Yeah, my grandma passed away. It's been like 4 years now. My grandma passed away. It seems like it happened yesterday, bro. Time is going like this. If you realize time is going by really fast right now. And shout out to Impact. What's going on? Hi, go Bears. Oh, yeah, the Bears? Bears was clutch yesterday, bro. Bears was clutch yesterday. Can a Bears fan be in this chat? Yes, you can be in the chat, bro. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube family. Like I said, everybody's welcome to this YouTube family, bro. Everybody, bro. Everybody. And Boxman, what's going on? What's going on, bro? I see you, bro. He said, man, that was a long time ago. I was 11 years old. Yeah, man. But yeah, grandmom is a different, like grandmom is just, it ain't nothing like grandmom. You feel me? Ain't nothing like grandmom. But I feel it, bro. I feel it. I feel like she here. I feel like it's just like it happened yesterday, bro. But I know my grandma wouldn't want me being sad, so I got it. That's why I just keep my head up, strive for greatness, and just keep God first. But let's talk about the Vikings. And yes, and my whole thing about all right. So listen, y'all. When it comes to the Minnesota Vikings and the Giants, all I know we're gonna win this game. But my biggest thing is this. Well, I don't know exactly. Nobody really knows, but I have a feeling that we're going to win this game. And I feel like the Minnesota Vikings are just a better overall team right now than the Giants. Better overall team than the Giants. Like the Giants, I like their quarterback. I like Jaxson Dart. I just feel like they don't have enough. Like when you talk about they top wide receiver neighbors got hurt early in the season. Right now, their top wide receiver is what's his name? Robinson, Wendell Robinson. He's having a pretty darn good season though. You know what I mean? Um, Theo Johnson's as their tight end. He's having a solid season. Uh, but none of these dudes is Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is hurt for the season, so it's just like I don't know, man. I don't see the Giants really doing too much to our defense, and I say that respectfully. Now, when you talk about the other way around, when you talk about the Vikings offense, when you talk about what JJ McCarthy's doing recently in these last couple of games, I think JJ McCarthy is going to destroy the secondary of the Giants. The Giants, let me look up the total. Their secondary is not good. Let me look at their defense real quick. Hold on real quick. Because I'm not listen, bro. In total defense, I know they're like ranked like 30th in the whole NFL, but I want to look at their passing defense and their rushing defense. They're not the best, man, and I'm just being honest. So this should be a game where the Vikings can score 30 plus points in this game. Like real talk. This should be a game where we can score 30 plus points. All right, so when we talk about the Vikings, where are the Giants at? The Giants. Where are we at? So the Giants, so the Vikings are top, they're number 9. The Giants are 30 in total defense. When it comes to passing defense, the Giants are, where are they at? Hold on. Giants are ranked, where are they at? Oh, they're 23rd in passing defense. So they're not the worst, but they're not the best, I'll tell you that. When it comes to rushing defense, you can run on the Giants. The Giants are ranked 31. So we should be able to establish the run against the Giants and destroy them. Like, there's no reason why the Vikings can't win this game. And when it comes to Kevin O'Connell, I keep saying this, y'all. I feel like Kevin O'Connell, what he's did these last 2 weeks, I got to give him credit. Just got to keep it up. The play calling's been amazing these last couple of games. And if the play calling is similar to the games against the Commanders and the Cowboys, I don't see us scoring less than 30 points in this game. And that's just my honest opinion. That point when was last night game or the last night's game, I would say the for me, the best game that I seen was the Seahawks. What was the Seahawks in the Rams? The Seahawks in the Rams game, I think, was better overall. Just my opinion, even though that Bears-Packers game was really good as well. But I don't think it's better than the Seahawks game. That Seahawks game, Um, man, against the Rams, that game was like the battle of like, listen, that like, whew, it was back and forth, man. It was back and forth. Same with the Packers game, but it depends on how you look at it. Depends on how you look at it. Both games were very good. Um, the Bears have hope and faith through Caleb, and Caleb is starting. Yeah, Caleb is looking amazing, bro. Ben Johnson, facts, bro. Caleb, the Iceman, yeah, bro. Yeah, Caleb is looking real good, bro. Caleb is looking really good. Um, Remarkably good, honestly. Like, to be honest with you, when it comes to Caleb and the improvements that he made this season, is like, I want to say, is up there with Drake May's second year. Drake May in the MVP conversations. So he's definitely up there. Caleb is playing amazing. Amazing, bro. Robinson, a speedster. Okay. Bro. Kevin O'Connell on third down. What is the problem? Kevin O'Connell, I'll give him only a little bit of grace for the rest of this season. I got to see what he does for the rest of this season. But I am going to give him credit that he did change the play calling. And honestly, it looks a lot better than it has been the last 10 weeks prior to week 14, right? So I got to give him credit that he did simplify the offense, and that's what I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him the credit, but he has to continue this. It's not about starting something that works. You got to keep on doing the same thing until it doesn't work. And since it works right now, why change it? Why change it? I don't know. Giants tough? Nah, Giants ain't tough, bro. Defensively, they not tough. They not. They not really that good, to be honest with you. I'm trying to be respectful when I say that the Giants aren't. They're not the best right now. Like he's the coolest kid in the building. Kevin O'Connell need a heavy dose of. Yeah, I think his ego's a little bit big, but like I said, I'm holding him accountable, and I'm happy that he admitted what he did wrong when it comes to earlier in the season. And I'm glad that the play calling is so much better because, like I said, the play calling is making this offense look so much better. Straight up. Yep. And JJ McCarthy's looking so much better for a reason. Facts, bro. Facts. It's facts, bro. It starts with coach. Bro, I've been saying this for the longest, bro. I've been saying it for the longest. I want the safety from Toledo. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into him. All these teams really have is one pass rusher, and everybody else get involved. You know what? The thing about the Vikings, bro, like they got a lot of dogs on this team, bro. Like the Vikings got a lot of dogs. Like the Vikings, I feel like they don't have a Myles Garrett, but they have numbers. They have an Andrew Van Ginkel. They have a Jonathan Gennard. They have a Blake Cashman. They have a Dallas Turner. They got numerous players that can hurt your offense. That can definitely hurt your offense. But like I said, this Giants game, bro, I'm not going to sit here and cap, bro. I'm going to enjoy every second of it, but I don't see the Giants have any chance in this game, bro. Any chance. That's what makes us dangerous. And we got Brian Flores. Yup, and we got Brian Flores. Facts. And shout out to Canada. You said Canada, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you rocking with me, bro. Welcome to the channel. If you look at the teams, they own hold on, I missed this comment. Jose, what's going on, Jose? Had a bad night last night at the Sunday, though. I can't get ready for the week. Man, keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. Keep your head up, bro. Keep your head up. Keep your head up, bro. If you look at the teams, they only I read that. If Canadian what are good names? I'm not going to get into that. James 91. I don't really know about that. What's going on? But if you look at, they look like Brian Flores. So tweak your brain for a minute. Look at the way Brian Flores built the team. Yeah, Brian Flores got this defense playing amazing. I can't lie about that. Can't deny that. Of course, we got other players like Jalen Redmond that can flow off of the other players, groom himself. Yes, exactly. Jalen Redmond as well. Right. What's going on, Chris? For real, shout out to you. And Josh, need to go back to linebacker and big safety. Yup. Josh Metellus cannot cover. Yes. Yes. I did a video yesterday. I was talking about Caleb Downs. I think Caleb Downs, if the Vikings were lucky enough to draft a Caleb Downs, I'm not sure where he'll get drafted at in the first round. But depending on where, hypothetically speaking, if we had a chance to draft a Caleb Downs, I think he would be the next great safety. There's comparisons to Caleb Downs to Ed Reed. In the 2026 NFL draft, I would absolutely love the Vikings to draft him because, like you just said, Josh Metellus can't cover like that. He's more of a hybrid safety, but he can't really cover. He's more like a linebacker, to be honest with you, more than a safety. And that's just my honest opinion. But what I will say is this: you gotta replace Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith is going to retire soon. So, and I'm not the biggest and I'm not really too confident in Theo Jackson. I'm not really too confident in Jay Ward. I'm not saying that they can't become very solid safeties, but what I am saying is I feel like the safety room is very wide open for the Vikings, and we need somebody in that room. This is why I wish Quasi drafted Andrew Makuba instead of Ty Felton, but he didn't do that. And it's like we already have a good wide receiver room, so it's kind of like why would you do that? Why would you do that, bro? So yeah, um, he can't cover. Yeah, Josh Metellus can't cover. He can't really cover. You ain't lying. Caleb Downs probably wouldn't even be knowing the team. Look at all the people we let go that is playing right now for. Yeah, exactly. No, I think Caleb is going to be very. They can't let him go if he gets drafted in the first round. They won't let him go. But I'll tell you one thing, Caleb, if he's being compared to Ed Reed, he got to be the real deal on that football field. Everybody that watch, like, if you get a chance, watch Caleb Downs and watch like some film of him and what that man is capable of. That man can cover. That man can tackle. That man has that it factor. He's very intelligent. You can tell he watches the film of every quarterback that he goes against because he's like his instincts. The only way you got them type of instincts is you study film as well. That man studies film. He studies film. He be knowing the tendencies of quarterbacks and what they're about to do, and he's picking off a guy or he's batting the ball down. He knows where the ball's going to go, and he's a great tackler. Oh my goodness! It don't matter how big of a running back, like how big the running back is. It could be Derrick Henry. I'm telling you right now, Caleb Downs bringing him down, bro. Caleb Downs is bringing Derrick Henry down. That's how much respect I got for Caleb Downs, bro. I would love Caleb Downs to be in the purple and gold. Why can't we get Ingram Dawkins on the field? I don't know, bro. He might get opportunity because Jonathan Grenard is not playing. He might get some opportunity. That's a good question. I have no clue, bro. Why just now they want to activate Tanya? Yeah, 6-year vet. Yes, yeah, exactly. Linebacker core, right? But nobody don't believe in coach's favoritism. Yeah, I agree with that. You literally got to stand by the coach side and nudge on his shirt to tell him to put me in the. Yeah, yeah, you ain't lying. What's going on, Elizabeth? How you doing? Ty, what's good with you, bro? Man, they let go linebacker. Yeah, Kobe. You talking about Kobe? Yeah. Next year, the Vikings shouldn't have let him go. I forgot his name. Yeah, you talking about Kobe. You talking about Kobe, from Penn State, the linebacker. The problem is they let Mekhi Blackman go. Don't forget about Mekhi. They let Harrison Phillips go as well, which was a mistake because Harrison Phillips was better at stopping the run than Jonathan Allen and Hargrave. So yeah, we got a few different mistakes that we got going on. We got a few mistakes that happen, bro. Uh yeah, man. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already, and definitely hit that subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Bridge. Yeah, Caleb is better than. Yeah, exactly. And he might be, and he's bigger than. Yup. What's going on, Ethan in the building? What's good with you, bro? Salute to Ethan in the building. And that's the one that we really miss is Harrison Phillips. Yup. Exactly, bro. Everybody talking about we miss Cam Bynum. Now it's Harrison Phillips. Yeah, it was Bynum. Bynum, we should have kept Bynum and got rid of Byron Murphy. I would have rather kept Bynum and got rid of Byron Murphy, but it is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do now. But I really don't like the fact we got rid of Phillips though. That was terrible. That was terrible. Do you think Dallas Turner will be worth the 15th pick? I think he will with more opportunity. I think he's going to shine. Yo, it's so funny because on my screen it says I got 0 people in the building, right? But I got people typing in the screen. How do I have 0 people in the building, but I got people on the screen typing? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why it says there's 0 people, but there's people typing in the screen. And don't blame those mistakes on the GM. Like the GM said, we're going to do this as a collective. What? Yeah, yeah. Everybody gets blamed. No more collector units. Each person just like a position coach. Yeah, everybody got to be responsible for something. Salute to everybody. Join the chat. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. On the screen, it says we have 1 person in the building, and it's crazy because I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I see 0 people, bro. It's crazy. I'm not really sure what's going on with YouTube, but man, recently when I go live, like nobody's in the building. Like I don't know if they sending out my notifications. I'm not sure what they're doing, bro, but whatever they're doing, it's weird, bro. It is so weird. I'm not sure what's going on, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep grinding and keep doing what I got to do, but it's just weird when I see 0 people, but there's people typing in the chat. How is there 0 people if there's people typing in the chat? It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. I don't know. And it's crazy because I was thinking the same thing. Yup. You like that Philadelphia sport? Yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Let me see your projections for JJ McCarthy stats this game. Touchdown, passing yards, rushing yards. All right, Nick, I got it like this, bro. Against the Giants, I got him throwing for 345 yards. I got JJ McCarthy throwing for 345 yards. Let me say that one more time. I got JJ McCarthy throwing for 345 yards. I got JJ McCarthy throwing for 3 touchdowns. I got JJ McCarthy even having a rushing touchdown. I got him absolutely obliterating the Giants defense. And yes, and you know what the crazy thing about it is we're going to have like 200 rushing yards this game. We're going to have over 500 yards of total offense in this game. I got a feeling this is going to be the beatdown of beatdowns this whole entire season. I do not have any confidence that the Giants can stop or slow down anything that we do offensively. And I say that respectfully. Also, I have Justin Jefferson and JJ McCarthy connecting for at least 1 touchdown and doing the gritty in the end zone. I got Justin Jefferson and JJ McCarthy connecting with a great passing touchdown, and they're both going to do the gritty in the end zone, and I can't wait to see it. Also, I got JJ McCarthy not throwing any interceptions. I do have JJ McCarthy fumbling, but it's not. I think it's going to be a fumble that he's just dropping back and he didn't sense the pressure, but it won't be a lost fumble. It won't be a lost fumble. We're going to gather control and we're going to still put up numbers. But other than that, bro, we are going to win this game. I think it's going to be a straight up beat down and there's nothing the Giants can do. I really feel that way. Bro, the stream and we back in the stream and it still says no, no, it's 2 people. Yeah, it's crazy, man. They playing with the numbers, bro, but it's all good, bro. It's all good. What did you think of the Bears game? The Bears game and the Packers was a very good game. Shout out to everybody in the building. By the way, I need everybody that's in the building right now to hit the like button because they're playing with the numbers right now. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. And also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you are a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody in the building. But make sure y'all hit the like button to counteract what they are trying to do because something ain't right. Because like I said, I had 0 people. I have like 3 people. I had 3 people putting stuff in the comments, but they're trying to tell me there's 0 people in the building, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, what did you think about the Bears? Yeah, that Bears game and Packers game was very good. I feel like the Bears definitely They made the more clutch plays, but I gotta give a lot of credit to the Packers, man. The Packers lost Jordan Love in the second half. I understand his next man up. They lost Jordan Love. It was he got hit head to head contact, and Jordan Love was knocked out the game. He had a concussion most likely, and then Malik Willis came in the game, and Malik Willis was playing good though. Like I ain't gonna say here and cap. Malik Willis came in the game. He was scrambling for first down, making some clutch throws. It's just the Packers just couldn't get them touchdowns, bro. This is the issue, bro. You got like when you get to the red zone, you really got to get your touchdowns. Them touchdowns, like a field goal, bro. Them things don't. It adds up if you get like a whole bunch of them. But then again, one touchdown is two field goals. You know what I mean? Plus the extra point is three field goals. So it's like I get one. Say you get like two field goals. All I need is a touchdown. I'm tied the game up. With an extra point, I'm already beating you. So it's like you really got to get your touchdowns. When you're in the red zone, you got to finish strong. A lot like specifically the Vikings, when they get into the red zone, some of the times they don't score touchdowns. And when you get those field goals, it don't matter if you hit like 4 field goals. A team could just get a couple of touchdowns and mess around and be beating you. Like field goals is like it's better than nothing. But at the same time, if you move all the way down the field, say you go on like a 15 play drive, a 15 to 20 play drive, and you got that defense on the field all that time, and you're literally at the goal line. Say it's like first and goal at the 5, and you have to hit a field goal, bro. That's the most like you're giving that defense so much confidence because you did all that for just a field goal, bro. You wasted all that time for just a field goal. The one thing that could help is to tire the defense for the rest of the game. But at that very moment, that defense is feeling real good about themselves because they bent, but they didn't break. And that's what the Packers were doing, and that's what the Bears were doing. But then the Bears in the second half and Caleb Williams, they got it together. And that's what really happened. The Bears made more clutch plays at the end. But the Cowboys defense, I gotta give a lot of credit. They were looking that good without a Michael Parsons. Imagine if they had a Michael Parsons, bro. Crazy. Let me get to the comments right now. Everyone has complaining about YouTube. Yes, YouTube has been weird, bro. I don't know what's going on. I predict that JJ plays well, but haters remain. Yeah, listen, bro. I'm on JJ McCarthy. I don't want to say I'm a JJ McCarthy apologist, but I will say this, man. JJ McCarthy is so much better than what his statistics say right now. And I mean that, bro. I mean that JJ McCarthy is so much better than what his statistics. He had 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He had a couple of fumbles, but no fumble loss. Honestly, his stats should be so much better. I think, and what I believe is if the play call was a little bit more consistent earlier in the season, he will have at least 20 touchdowns right now. I said it. I didn't stutter. He will be double touchdowns right now at least, or almost double touchdowns right now at least. That's just my opinion. I think JJ McCarthy is a dog. I think JJ McCarthy has that it factor, and we shall see in time. I could be wrong, but for me, just my opinion, my gut feeling, JJ McCarthy is the real deal. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. What about the Bears, Mike? Yeah, the Bears look good. The Bears look good. They was clutch when it counted. I got nothing bad to say. Coming from a Viking fan, I don't got nothing bad to say about the Bears or the Packers. The Bears looked very good when it counted the most. You know what I mean? And even though the Packers lost, they looked good because at the end of the day, they lost their starting quarterback and they still was in the game until the very end. It took every second of the game for the Bears to win that game, bro. And it took overtime. Literally every second in regular time and overtime for the Bears to win, bro. So I got respect for both teams. It was a good fight. Two division rivals going at it. A lot of history between the Bears and the Packers. And as a Viking fan, I was proud to see the NFC North go to battle like that, bro. They represented the NFC North well last night. Do you think Jordan Mason will be a big piece to the puzzle that develops an insane amount and we keep for 3 to 4 years? You know, I love Jordan Mason. I love Aaron Jones. What I would say is this. It depends on his last 3 games. And also, I want to say it depends on what they do in the draft. The draft, I don't know how many picks we have, but I have a feeling they're going to draft a running back. I'm not saying they're going to draft Love. I know that's the most popular guy that everybody keeps talking about, but I don't see them drafting Love. Big Mike, what's good? What's good? You called the Dallas win, brother. You already know, bro. You already know, bro. I try to tell people. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and definitely hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. Make sure you hit that like button because they are messing with the numbers right now, and I hate saying that. But they are messing with the numbers right now. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't have no clue. Mike, can I tell I'm getting older? Yeah, we get the win last night over the Packers, but man, we need to tighten up on the penalties. Yes, you had like what was it, bro? You could tell me in the comments. What was it it was it like 10 penalties for like 100 yards? I said, "Oh my." And that shows a lot of like, y'all got to figure that out. That was terrible. That was terrible. For real. Dylan, what's going on? Dylan said JJ two. What did he say? He said JJ 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 turnovers. Okay. I like that. I like that. Yes, go Pack, go baby. Yeah, man. Malik was always played well for us. Yup. Next year would be a different year for the Vikings, but the Bears are running the NFC. Yeah, they run the NFC North this year. Yup. Who run it? Yeah, the Bears run it right now, but we're going to get them back next year. Shout out to Break Forever. Salute to my guy, Break Forever in the building. You know the vibes we hear, baby. What's going on? My bull Six Nation. What's good? He's better player than a team other than Van Ginkel, Jonathan Grenard. Who else? Yeah, that is true. Man, I'm talking about can we get at least 12 points off the Will the Thrill? Yeah, Will the Thrill. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Yes, thank you so much, Chris Farrell. Actually, what happened to Green Bay game and Jordan Love was still playing? Yeah, if Jordan Love was still playing, it could have went either way. Still, I'm not going to take nothing away from the Bears, but I will say that Malik Willis was playing pretty darn decent. If you watch that game, bro, I could argue, and I'm not saying Malik Willis is better than Jordan Love. That's not what I'm saying. But I could argue at that moment when he went down, Malik Willis, like the Bears didn't have no answer for Malik Willis. The problem is they was fumbling. I think the running back fumbled. Like, listen, at like the goal line or something. Like, bro, they made some critical turnovers at critical moments of the game. The Packers could have easily won this game, bro, but they fumbled at the goal line. Their running back fumbled at the goal line. But you got to give credit to the Bears defense. They bent, but they did not break, just like the Packers defense. So both teams played well. We a second half team. Facts, facts, facts. Mike Skull, what's good? JJ McCarthy is so much better. Facts, bro. Why is JJ McCarthy so much better? Did he fix it? I think JJ McCarthy so much better because of play calling. That's just honest, the honest truth. It's nothing. Listen, I know we got injuries on the offensive line. I know we got this and that in the third. I'm trying to tell y'all, coaching matters in the NFL. You can have the best talent in the NFL and you don't have a good coach, your talent isn't going to be as well because guess what? A team that doesn't have as much talent as you, that is well coached, can beat a talented team that doesn't have a good coach. And I'm not saying Kevin O'Connell ain't a good coach, but what I am saying is the play calling is so much better because it matches the talent. It matches the talent on that football field. That's just my opinion. JJ way better than Dart right now. Yeah, I think he might be better than him. He's gonna be better than him this game. I'll tell you that. They was talking about his mechanics all year. We're talking about that how so much in made national news. Yup. Is it JJ mechanics? So now they're talking about JJ McCarthy needs to go and meet John. Nah, man. I think JJ McCarthy needs to just like it is a little bit of mechanics probably. It could be a little bit about everything, but I'm telling you, play calling helps with all of it, bro. It makes it so much easier to play. Vibes, we in here, gang. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Angel in the building. Love got a bell. Yeah, you ain't lying. Do you think the Vikings will be better than Detroit next season because Chicago and Green Bay are the two teams running that division? I think we'll be better than all the teams next year, bro. I say that respectfully. I think the Vikings will be better than all those teams. Patriots will dog your team. Yeah, Patriots look good. Patriots look good, but don't get it twisted. The Vikings defense is the real deal. I think the Patriots will beat the Vikings in the head-to-head matchup right now. But I'll tell you one thing, it won't be what you think, though. Drake May is playing amazing, but Drake May, he ain't go against a defense like we have. The defense that we have is very, 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 very good. Even when our offense isn't playing the best, our defense for the most part has been holding it down. McCarthy was injured 4 games. Just imagine if he was healthy. Yes, bro. I wish listen, bro. I don't want to say I wish he was healthy. It is what it is. Injuries happen, just like Jordan Love went down yesterday. Injuries happen. It's part of the game of football. But I got you, bro. I agree, bro. If he was to play, we'll be. But like I said, the play calling got to be on point, and everything will work out. I'm telling y'all. Because why coach quarterback? Yeah, exactly. You are very well spoken, respect. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, bro. Respect to you. Everybody that's in the building, please make sure you Hawk smash that like button. Hawk smash that like button. Hawk smash that like button. And consider subscribing. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. I truly feel that. I truly feel that way. And I say it over and over again. There's a lot of stuff going on around the world that is crazy. And I just want to bring people together. My mission on this channel is to bring people together, whether you a Viking fan or not, whether you a Green Bay fan, or whether you a Bears, Titans, whatever fan base you rock with, everybody's welcome to the YouTube family. Salute to everybody that's in the building, and I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm trying to get to the we need a draft. We need a draft Jonah Coleman. He is showing serious Derrick Henry look at his highlights. Let me write that down. I need if you guys want me to look up some players to potentially talk about, put in the comments so I can write the names down, because I'm looking forward to looking up guys. So you talking about, let me say, Nick Harvey said Jonah Coleman, right? Jonah Coleman, running back. I'm going to look him up. Thank you. Because what I want to do is I don't want to just go by the biggest names that everybody's talking about. That's so easy to do, right? I want to go and look up the running backs, the tight. We need a tight end, by the way. Anybody that has any advice on a tight end to look up, please let me know in the comments. The Vikings need a tight end because I think TJ Hockenson is going to be gone. I like Josh Oliver, but we need a tight end. Can somebody in the comments, if you know anything about the tight ends in this draft class, please let me know. It's one of the most underrated position groups of need for the Vikings. Tight ends are one of the most underrated position groups. So if you know any tight ends and can you recommend a name or two? Because I will definitely look it up. But they were supposed to be the Packers could have won this game and Jordan Love wouldn't have. Yeah, I think they could have. But I try not to think like that because I look at it like they could have still also lost. Maybe Malik Willis at that point of the game might have been the best guy for the job at that point. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Jordan Love was struggling, bro. Jordan Love wasn't doing all that. But I understand. It's not how you start a game, it's how you finish a game. And of course, Jordan Love is a better quarterback than Malik Willis. But y'all, listen, the reason why the Packers lost is because the Bears defense held it down at that goal line. I forgot when it was, but Malik Willis went all the way down the field. The Packers went all the way down the field. It was like 1st and goal, 3rd and goal. I don't know what it was, but one of their running backs fumbled the ball at the freaking goal line, bro. That was the worst case scenario. If they would have scored that touchdown, I think the Packers would have won that game. I really do, bro. Like that's not Jordan Love. That's just the running back fumbling the dang on ball. And give credit to the Bears. That's just the Bears punching that ball out at a good time. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The goal line fumble. The running back fumbled the ball. Yeah. Could have shown, should have. He wasn't a good player and can be a good coach. If he wasn't a good man. Yep. Talk that talk, Mike. Yeah, Chris, for real. Shout out to you. Make it make sense to me. Got to be a good player to be a good coach. You got to be a good player to be a good coach. It don't make sense. Yeah. Mike used to play in the league. Yup. Have a blessed Sunday. Oh, man. Leroy, you too, bro. You too, bro. Have a blessed day, bro. He said Deion Sanders was a good coach, but none of the big leagues won him. He couldn't come to the SEC and do what he's doing. Yup. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Injuries is experience. Yup. Injuries is the wrong experience, but yeah. Drake May just hasn't been figured it out. Hasn't been figured it out yet. Watch next year, bro. It will be different. Teams will be ready for him next season. Hey, listen, you could be 100% right, bro. But I tell you one thing: just like they gonna try to adjust to what he got going on, best believe Drake May going to adjust to what they got going. It's a two-way street. You know what I mean? That's what makes the greatest players, and that's what makes great coach the greatest coaches because you always make the adjustments throughout the game. Like you might have a game plan in the beginning of the game as a head coach, and then the other coach counters that, and then you have to do something else. So it goes both ways. One of my favorite quarterbacks watching has to be Peyton Manning. I never seen like someone that was like he knew everything that was happening before it was going to happen, bro. Peyton Manning was a different type of dude. He always made adjustments. Anything you could think of as a defense is not the only way you can get to Peyton Manning because the blitz ain't going to trick him. The fake blitzes ain't going to trick him. The one thing that you can do to get to Peyton is if your front four or your front three can get to him without you blitzing, that's just something that you just going to have to deal with. You're going to have to, you get to Peyton, you got him. But them blitzes don't really work, man. With certain quarterbacks, certain cover twos, cover threes, whatever you try to do, whatever blitz, zone blitz, whatever you try to do, he's going to figure that stuff out. Especially if you like them zone blitz, he just sees it, bro. He sees it all. I want that safety from Toledo. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look him up. You said safety from Toledo. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look him up, bro. I need to trust it. Mm-hmm. I don't see the Vikings winning the division anytime soon, unless the Vikings go to another division. You like that, bro? No, what you mean? I like that. What's that mean? What's that supposed to mean? Do I like that? Why would I like the Vikings not winning winning the division? Like I don't like that. What I will say is every season is different. The Bears got really good in a year. The Bears took one dang on year to get really good. Why can't the Vikings do it? Last year, the Vikings were was one of the best teams in the NFL. We were 14-3. So it's year to year. We're going to definitely see. Get your popcorn ready. Get your lemon pepper wings ready. Get your buffalo wings ready. It's about to go down. Let's go Vikings, man. Let's go to the bowl, baby. Yeah, facts, bro. Tight ends are good draft pickups. Not flashy, and a lot of options exist with different specialized skill sets. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into the tight end room, bro. Real talk. What's going on? My boy PV, what's good? Facts. Drake May Super Bowl this year. You never know. That's a fact. Alabama won. Seahawks won. Jake Paul got hit. Sports has been good all week. That is funny. Hey, listen, man, I got to give credit to Jake Paul, man. Listen, bro, you can say what you want about Jake Paul, but for him to get in the ring with a heavyweight champion, a former heavyweight champion, I don't know if Joshua is a champion right now, but I know he's a former champion, man. And for him to take those punches the way he was taking them, hey, listen, ain't no normal, like, that man showed a lot of heart, man, first of all, to get in the ring with the man. And second of all, like, listen, he gonna have to fight someone more in his weight class. I don't think you should go up to the heavyweights like that, bro. Like, fight someone like in a lower weight class, bro. Don't do that again. I don't like seeing people get hurt like that, but it's the moolah. Money talk. But my gosh, bro, for him to take those punches, bro. Hey, listen, I said, oh my gosh, bro. He put his tongue out. He got hit with I think it was a right hook or left hook, and he put his tongue out doing all this weird stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, why? Just fight. I'm just fight, bro. And then he got knocked out not too long after that. I'm like, oh man. But the one thing I will say is Jake Paul was on the ground a lot, but at least he got up. A lot of people don't got that type of heart to keep getting up and trying to fight. A lot of people don't get up and try to fight, man, after getting knocked down that many times. He was falling on the ground. He was trying to trip him up. He was trying to dive at his legs and all this other weird stuff. But Jake Paul kept on fighting, bro. I got respect for him. See, people always say, oh, you got beat up. You don't, man, I got respect for the people that fight in general because there's always going to be someone's going to lose most likely in boxing. I got for you to get in the ring with someone that is one of the best in the game, one of the best heavyweights in the game right now, bro. You wasn't going to win that fight. I don't know who thought he was going to win the fight. Those are just people that don't know boxing. But what I will say is this: for him to get back up that many times, I wish they would have stopped the fight. I'm glad he didn't really. I mean, I know he got his jaw broke in a couple of pieces. I mean, a couple of spots on his jaw, but I'm glad he ain't get like hurt. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm happy the man's alive because that man got heart. They need to throw in the white towel. They needed to throw in the white towel at one point. For real. You said what's good? He said, Skull, let's go, baby. Skull. Let me see this real quick. My boy said cornerback. I'm looking up this cornerback. What's his name? Delane. Oh, yeah. Delane. That's from LSU. That's from LSU, the corner from LSU. I'm gonna have to look up some of his film. Safety, AJ. I'm looking him up too. AJ. And tight end. What you say? Eli Stowers. All right, so I'm gonna look all them up, bro. Shout out to you for that. Appreciate that. No, I will never become an Eagle fan. I say that respectfully. I would never become an Eagle fan, bro. I'm bleeding purple for life, brother. Bro, J. Paul is 200 supposed to get in the ring with. Yeah, that is true. But man, it was a 30-pound like weight difference, bro. Like it was crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Joshua was not playing with him. Yeah. Joshua wasn't playing with him, man. It was Javante's first, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Andrew Tate got... Oh, yeah, I heard about Andrew Tate got beat down too, bro. That's crazy. That's his weight class. Yeah, it's his weight class. I get it. But, man, he was out. I know it's the money. And my boy Break Forever said Jake won the money. Yeah, but man, all the amount of money in the world don't mean nothing if you ain't no longer here. I mean, my gosh, some of the punches that he was taking, I said, oh, my gosh. I said, brother, stay on the ground. The man kept getting up. I said, oh my gosh, this man got some heart. But sometimes you got to protect yourself. They had to protect that man. I'm glad the ref stepped in after the one knockdown, said it's over, brother. You ain't gonna keep getting beat up in front of me like that. They had to switch that fight up, bro. I say that respectfully. I give him all the credit in the world for fighting, but my gosh, bro. I'm glad he got the paper though. I'm glad that he got his money. Like, you know what I mean? Jake got his money. I'm happy about it. But my gosh, bro. He signed up. Yeah, he did sign up for it, though. Yeah, production manager. Yeah, that's right. You're right. Nah, Jake got a broken jaw in 2 places. He eating from a straw for a couple of weeks, maybe months. Goshly. No, Jake Paul jaw finna be real mushy. Ugh. When a person hit him, it's gonna be hard, man. He gonna have to really heal. He might have to stop boxing. That's his weight class position. Yeah, 200. Yeah, you ain't lying. Mike Tyson fought Holyfield. Mike Tyson was dunking underneath. Yeah, that's true. You gotta dodge those hands. Angel, what's good? What's going on? What's going on, Daniel? What's going on, everybody? Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether or not you a Viking fan, hit that subscribe. Hit the like button. We are covering the Minnesota Vikings for most of every game. And whether or not you're a Viking fan, this is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Truly appreciate each and every one of y'all that's in the building. And he was talking about how he fight Joshua, wanted a street fight and turned it down. Joshua said, let's do it in the ring. Okay. That would have been worse than a street fight. That would be terrible. Andre the Giant, Mike James fighting Andre. Yeah, that's true. My apologies. No, you good, bro. You good. I'm reading your chat, man. I'm reading what you're saying. I'm always like this. Sometimes I'm quiet, but then yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. That Texas A&M and Miami game was awful offensively. Skull, let's go, baby. Skull. What's good? Skull to the bowl, baby. No, you good, man. Don't apologize, bro. You good, bro. Who do you hope we draft? I hope it's Love. I would love to have Love, if that makes sense. I would love to have Love. Um, I don't think we're gonna have a high enough pick to get him though. That's my only issue. What I would love is to draft Caleb Downs. Um, and I love Arville Reese from Ohio as well, but we're not gonna be high enough to get him. It really. This is why I'm trying to like I'm doing some research on players, but we don't know where we're gonna be at in the draft. So if we're not a top 10 pick, we're not going to get Love. I think Love is going in the top 10, bro. He's not dropping out of the top 10. That's just my honest opinion. He's not dropping out of the top 10. I think that my other guy, Orville Reese, he's not getting out of the top 10. So more for me, I would love to get Love, but I think Caleb Downs, I'm not sure how high he's going to go. He is the best safety in the draft. He could be a top 10 pick as well. So I don't know, man, but I like Caleb Downs. The one thing I like about him, I love the fact that he's being compared to Ed Reed. Does anybody know who Ed Reed is? Does everybody know? If you don't know who Ed Reed is, for the younger people that don't know who Ed Reed is, please, I challenge you to look up Ed Reed. He's one of the greatest safeties of all time. He was on the Baltimore Ravens, and he was amazing. He was a great he was a good returner. He was also the best safety, probably of all time in some people's eyes. He was an interception machine. He was a big hitter, meaning he will tackle anybody. Listen, I never really seen Ed Reed miss a tackle. And when he gets his hands on you, you're going down on the ground, right? And if Todd McShay and Todd McShay compared Caleb Downs to Ed Reed, I said, okay, let me look up the film. He's super quick, and the one thing I love about Caleb is his intelligence on that football field, because his instincts. He studies the opposing team. He studies the quarterback and what he does. What is his tendencies? What plays he likes to run? Because his instincts are on point. It's like he knows what's about to happen before it happens. So he studies film. That's one thing about this young man. He studies film. I love it. If my number one prospect that I would want the Vikings to draft, and I know how a safety can change a franchise. I know how it feels to have a great safety. Like we had Harrison Smith, you know what I mean? The latest great safety in Minnesota Viking history. He's about to retire. I'm not, like I said, I'm not big on Josh Metellus. I'm not the biggest dude for Jay Ward. Even though I do like Jay Ward out of LSU, but they're not really giving him the opportunity. I would like to see more from him. Phil Jackson is all right, but they're not no Harrison Smith. We got to replace a Harrison Smith. That's a big hole in our defense, bro. And safeties are not only good at, like, in the secondary, but if you have a good safety that can tackle, they can help on the defensive line as well. They can help with a lot of different things. He can do everything on that football field, bro. Everything you could think about. He can cover, he can catch interceptions. He's one of them guys, bro. He's one of those guys. Um, what is the Vikings looking for in positions? What's going on, Minnesota Finest? Predictions for today. I think we're gonna win 33. 33 to 12. 33 to 12. Um, what I think the Vikings are looking for, I'm hoping they're looking for a corner. I'm hoping they're looking for a safety. I wouldn't mind drafting Love as well. I wouldn't mind also potentially drafting a linebacker. We need a tight end. We need a defensive tackle, because I'm not really too confident in Jonathan Allen and Hargrave. We need some pieces, man. And then on the offensive side, we need a center. Ryan Kelly gets too many concussions, and that's just my opinion. Ryan Kelly, bro, I like him, but I'm not putting my eggs in one basket with him, bro. The center is such a slept-on position on that offensive line, and I'm telling you right now, I do not want J.J. McCarthy to be under center Ryan Kelly for the whole season next year, knowing this man can get a concussion any second or any minute of the dang on game. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I want to win a Super Bowl. This ain't nothing personal. Hope the best for Ryan Kelly and his future and for his family. But I want to win a Super Bowl. And Ryan Kelly, to me, is a weak link on the offensive line because he gets hurt because of his the concussions. But I need everybody that's in the building. The Super Hawk, smash that like button if you haven't already. Super Hawk, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all, man. All right, so Ed Reed, my uncle. What? I love Ed Reed, man. One of my favorite players. I like Brian Dawkins, and I love, Ronnie Lott. You talking about some big hitters right now. Ed Reed is the real deal on that football field. Break Forever said, not really. I like Morton Hinks. Okay. Reed would lead over the, yes, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If you're being compared, to Ed Reed, bro, you already got me, bro. Cause like I'm zooming in. I'm gonna watch your film. And when I tell you this man don't miss tackles, bro, it don't matter. I'm the type of, listen, I'm big when it comes to tackling, bro. I hate when players miss tackles. And if my safety can make tackles like a Ed Reed, like wrap them up and get them on the ground, get them on the ground. Listen, I was watching some of the highlights of Caleb, and bro, these dudes is going down. Big hitter, bro. I don't know how tall this man is. I don't know how much this man weigh. But regardless of how tall he is or how much he weigh, when he makes a tackle, that ball carrier is going down. And when it comes to the ball being in the air, he's a good cover safety, meaning he will get that interception. He could probably he might be able to cover the best wide receiver if he has to for a few plays. That's how good he is when it comes to covering the opposing. He can cover the tight ends. It don't matter if it's a running back, don't matter if it's a wide receiver. This man is all that, bro. He's good cover safety, and he'll bat the ball down or he'll get that interception because he got hands. And he's good at special teams where he can return kickoffs. This man is everything we need, bro. I'm telling you. He's one player, but he does everything, bro. He does everything you need him to do. It was you said, I don't know, D-Dog might have something to say. Oh, yeah, I love D-Dog. It was other safeties that hit harder than Robert. Griffin was right Vikings right now. I even trade up for Love. You'll trade up for Love? Okay. I know we need a replacement for Harrison, but we can't get anything done when it matters most without a really good. Oh my gosh. Listen, the purple filth. I think that's what it says, filth. I don't want to say purple filth. I'm not going to say that name anymore. What I'm going to say is the purple. The purple, you are so on the money. You don't even, I know you understand where I'm coming from, but I'm going to just say this. You're so on the money because we have an offensive-minded head coach, right? We have a young quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. What was he? He was very good with Michigan. They established the run, and he played off that run game. I love Jordan Mason. I love Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones might not be back with us next season. Jordan Mason will be. If you have a Love and a Jordan Mason, oh my goodness. And if they can play off of that run game, because what's the most important right now for the Vikings is us establishing something offensively. There's no reason why the Vikings should be a bottom of the barrel offense this year. Even with all the injuries, we should not be a bottom of the barrel offense. And the one thing, what's the best friend to a running back besides the offensive line is the running game. The running game is the most important thing for a quarterback, even for the veteran quarterbacks. Do y'all listen? Even for the veteran quarterbacks, because at the end of the day, right? If you have a running back that can block, if you have a running back that can catch, and you have a running back that can, of course, run the ball and is very elusive, speed, power, and all that, agility, all that. Listen, Love is that guy. I was reading up on him. He's a very good. He can catch the ball. He can block as well. And he's also a beast at running. First contact ain't getting Love down most of the time. And you know how I am with running backs. Hold on. Let me show y'all this real quick, y'all. Y'all know how I am with running backs. Do you see this real quick? Do you see this? This is Adrian Peterson, signed autograph, Adrian Peterson jersey with his autograph right here. With the signification, the paperwork on the back of this. This is Adrian Peterson. Y'all know how I feel about running backs. Running backs are the most disrespected position in NFL because they think that you can get a good running back all the time in the later rounds. Yeah, you might get lucky once in a blue moon, but if you have a chance to get a generational talent with a lot of potential and love is right there, hey, bro, the purple, I'm with you 100%. If I'm just thinking like this. I get what you're saying, trading up. Okay, if we was to go do that, I'm rocking with it. But if we was going to stick and pick, I don't think we're going to be high enough to get a love. But I'm with you, bro. The most important thing for this team is our offense right now because our defense is pretty much set. But then again, we need some more defensive players as well. Not even set. It's not set because we're going to lose Brian Flores most likely. I think we're going to lose Brian Flores, and we need some positional. We need a lot of things when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. A lot of positions when it comes to safety, linebacker, cornerback, defensive tackle, etc., etc., etc. Right, but the most important thing is to make sure our offense is on point, especially for JJ McCarthy in this offense. Because if you can play off that running game, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. We got the 13th pick in the NFL draft, 8 picks in 2026. How do you know that yet? How do you know? We can't not. I don't know how you can know that yet. We got 3 more games, bro. If we say hypothetically speaking, we lose out, we might have a better pick than the 13th. You get what I'm saying? We might have a better pick. We might have a worse pick. I don't know. I don't know though, bro. Cooper DeJean was a game changer for the Eagles. Facts. Facts. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. And the Vikings are up the 13th, up for the 13th pick. I hope it's 13 or better. Hopefully. Shout out to everybody in the Make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building rocking with your boy. The Vikings need a number 2 wide receiver. I think they're going to get rid of Jordan Addison. Maybe Speedy Naylor can be that guy. I think that JJ McCarthy and Speedy Naylor have a good chemistry, but also break forever. We might end up drafting a good tight end, and that tight end might be the best. Might be he's not a wide receiver, but he might be the guy that JJ McCarthy wants to go to because it seems like JJ McCarthy loves to throw to the tight ends. So maybe we might have to draft a tight end that he can build chemistry with. So we'll see what happens. We need a whole full team, and y'all do not have to believe it. We need offensive and defensive replacements. That's true. The center cost the Packers the game last night. Facts, bro. Yeah, he threw it over the bull. The Minnesota Vikings in the NFC North is going to be the last pool in 3 years. Yeah, we're going to be all right. This is unheard of. I've been a Viking fan for more than 33 years. Oh, wow. Hey, listen, we're going to be all right, though, bro. And then find out Bud Grant didn't let his players practice before the Super Bowl. When all I heard about Bud Grant was that super tough. He made y'all work. Yup. You remember me? What's going on, brother? Yeah, I remember you from yesterday, bro. Thank you for vibing with me, bro. Bro, I'm going to say what I want. Keep it PG, 6. Keep it PG if you can, please. Keep it PG. I'm talking about good safety. Yeah, keep it PG, bro. I'm not talking about Richard Sherman. Yeah, I love Richard Sherman. Vikings better look at Georgia and Ohio State backfield. Facts. I agree with that, bro. You sound like you talking about Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey got a brother and nothing like Christian. What up? What up? Peace and love. What's good with you, bro? What's good with you, bro? Peace and love. What's good? What time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna get off in a little bit. I just want to chop it up with y'all before the game. I just want to chop it up with you before the game. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you Super Hulk smash that like button. Super Thor hammer that like button. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building. I say hit the like button numerous times because I realize that they're starting to do some weird stuff. Because like I said, it said 0 people, but I had like 3-4 people saying stuff in the chat. It said 0 people was in the chat, but it said but I seen 4 people type it in the chat, which makes no sense. So that's why I say to kind of counteract what they doing, I say hit the like button numerous times just because of that. But salute to everybody that's in the building. Peace and love. What's going on, bro? I'm just happy about this game. I want to see JJ McCarthy shine. I want to see JJ McCarthy do his thing. I want to see JJ McCarthy prove the world wrong. Hey, listen, I'm rocking with JJ McCarthy until the ship go down, and I'm hoping that he shows off, because one thing I don't want is him to do bad against one of the worst defenses in the game. Because if they do that, that's what a lot of people want to see. A lot of the doubters want to see JJ McCarthy do bad. And if he does bad against a bad defense, oh, I told you he wasn't all that. He couldn't even do good against this defense. So I don't want that to happen. So I want him to either have an average game or a better, or just a great game. You know what I mean? So I'm cheering for my guy JJ McCarthy in this game against the Giants. The Giants don't have the best defense. Their offense ain't all that as well. So we should be on point, bro. Really. I'm just being honest. Ingram in the building. The Vikings need to sit your starters, protect from major injury. Yes. And you know what? I'm surprised they didn't make an announcement about not JJ McCarthy. Oh my goodness. Justin Jefferson not playing for the rest of the season. But I don't know what they're going to do. I just know he better not be the one to get hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just know he better not be the one to get hurt at all. Listen, I care about all the players on the team, but I better not see no injuries for Justin Jefferson. You get what I'm saying? Oh, no. Then fire your head coach along with the GM. Oh, snap. You trying to fire everybody, bro. Keep it PG, Mike. Kid, yeah. Keep it PG. Yeah, keep it PG. Keep it PG, y'all. Keep it PG. Shout out to everybody in the building. Yo, Bogle Frogs, what's going on? JJ has been decent these last few games. Yeah. He's been decent, and I just want him to keep it up, bro. I just want JJ McCarthy to keep up the good work, bro, because I just feel like there's so many people that's going against. It's kind of like the Shedeur Sanders stuff, bro. It's like everybody's against Shedeur Sanders, but then he does good against a bad defense. Oh, he went against a bad defense. But if he would have did bad against the defense, if he didn't win against a bad defense, everybody will be like, oh, I told you he sucks. Then when it's the same thing with JJ McCarthy. He did good against 2 bad defenses. This is the 3rd bad defense in a row. And I just want him to do good because I want the doubters to kind of not talk. And in a way, it is what it is. I don't even care. But it's nice to see when you prove people wrong. And that goes for anybody in the chat. When you prove people wrong and you don't give up on yourself and you strive for greatness, that's what makes the doubters, they don't know what to say. They be quiet. You know what I mean? They don't know what to say. They be quiet. They don't want to say nothing else. Oh, man, this guy won't give up. This guy keeps doing his thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to read the comments. I want to see more consistent play on 2. And yes, 2nd and 3rd. I'm sick of punt. Yes, peace and love. You're 110% correct, bro. I feel the same way you feel, bro. I feel the same way you feel because when it's 3rd and short, we should be able to get those first downs. When it's 3rd and short, we should be able to get those first down, hands down, bro. I agree with everything you just said. Giants quarterback goes into the blue tent every time he gets hit. I hope the best for Jaxson Dart. I like Jaxson Dart, but I try to tell Giant fans, this is a different type of defense, bro. Like they are the defense that the Vikings have this year, despite our offense not being that good for most of the season, has been a top 10 defense for most of the year. They're a top 10 defense right now as we speak. But it's just like Jaxson Dart, this ain't the game, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you better get that ball out. You better not hold on to that ball. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm telling you right now, Dallas Turner's coming. Andrew Van Ginkel's coming. Blake Cashman's coming. Eric Wilson is coming. Harrison Smith is coming. Guess what? Listen, this is not the game to hold on to the ball, Jaxson Dart. I'm giving you a little bit of advice coming from a Viking fan. This is not the game. You better throw that ball. You snap it 1 second, 1.5 seconds. You better throw that ball, bro. This is not the game, bro. I'm telling you, you getting cooked. The Giants getting cooked today, baby. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. You know, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Get your chicken wings ready. Get your buffalo wings ready. It's definitely going down. I got all types of flavors, man. Buffalo, garlic parmesan, yellow pepper wings. Every wing that you could think of, I got it right here in my hand. You know what I'm saying? This is what you need. Get your chicken wings ready. Get your popcorn ready. It's about to be a show on Mike Sports Vibes, and we will be live for the Giants versus the Vikings in a few minutes. So I will be live for the game play-by-play style with my reaction. So it's about to go down. But do not forget to kick your feet up, relax, stay a little while, and talk that talk in the comments. All I ask is keep it respectful in the comments. That's all I ask. But yeah, man. Yeah, get your Jetta cereal. Yo, I got to. I'm gonna write that down right now, bro. Let me write that down right now because I definitely want to get my Jetta cereal, bro. Yeah, Jetta cereal. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that straight up. I'm gonna get that. Shout out to my guy. He said, "Go Sixers." Oh my goodness. Go Birds. Hey, shout out to everybody. Everybody that's in the building. If you are a Sixer fan, let me put this in the chat. Y'all know I'm Philly everything besides NFL football. If you're interested, I'm a Sixer fan. I'm a Phillies fan. I'm a Flyers fan. I have another YouTube channel. And if you're wondering why I'm a Viking fan from PA, it's because of the great Randy Moss. But I wanted to put this in the chat. If anybody's interested in the play-by-play and reaction and basketball content and baseball content, this is my other YouTube channel. Go check out this other YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. We going live for the next game possibly. I was live. The last live I was live for was against the Knicks, and the Sixers beat the Knicks. Yesterday they beat the Mavericks. So that was a good game. And VJ Edgecombe, I'm just spamming it right here in the chat. So if you're interested in basketball, baseball, and I might be doing some hockey as well for the Flyers, go check out this channel. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, VJ looking amazing, bro. Rookie of the year, in my opinion. Outplayed Cooper Flag. Real talk. Yeah, but yeah, I gotta get my Jetta's. I gotta get my Jetta cereal. But yo, check out that channel, everybody. If you're into basketball, go hit the subscribe button on that channel. But do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on this channel. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that support me on my YouTube journey. Truly appreciate it. Who is y'all biggest rival in y'all division? It's the Packers, bro. Ingram, it's the Packers, bro. For the Vikings, it's the Packers. Yeah, it's the Packers. That's not even, listen, ain't no debate. I would say the Bears, but it's the Packers. How do you feel about how good Chicago is? Oh my gosh, Chicago is how I feel. What I will say is this. I'm happy that there's competition in the NFC North Division. You know what I mean? I just hope my Vikings can get up there. You feel me? I want to see my Vikings look good. Hey, listen, how you think I feel as a Viking fan? My team is in last place, bro. My team is in last place. We behind the stinking Lions. We're behind the stinking Bears. We're behind the stinking Packers. We're in last place. And I say that respectfully with love. But I will say this. I love competition. Get your chicken wings ready and get it ready, man. Because next season in 2026 is going to be a different story. The Vikings are going to beat the brakes off of the Bears 2 times. They're going to beat the brakes off the Lions 2 times. We're going to beat the brakes off the Packers 2 times. The Vikings will be victorious in the division. We will win our division. We will win the NFC North Division, and we might mess around and win a dang on Super Bowl next season. I said it. I didn't stutter. Let's talk that talk in the comments, baby. That's just how I feel. Year to year, baby. It's year to year. Some of the good teams you see this year that's going to make it to the playoffs, they're going to be bad teams next year. Some of the bad teams that didn't make the playoffs are going to be good teams next year. Year to year. That's just how I feel, and we'll see what happens. How you feel about every team in y'all division above? Hey, man, hey, listen. See, why you got to put all that in the comments, bro? He had to put all that in the comments. He said, how you, I'm going to try to imitate how he said it. This is how he said it. Get this, y'all. How you feel about every team in y'all division? The NFC North Division at that. Every team in y'all division above 500. Except y'all. That's my bull talking, bro. That's what he said to me just now. Let me say the whole comment. He said, who is y'all biggest rival in the NFC North Division? Y'all do. How do you feel about how good Chicago is? How you feel about every team in the NFC North Division? Y'all division above everybody. Ah, shout out to my homie, bro. But we good though over here, man. We going to do our thing next season, and when we prove everybody wrong, y'all gonna be hating. Y'all gonna be saying, oh, y'all got lucky. Y'all had a worse schedule this year. That's why y'all so good. Y'all gonna make excuses about next year. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Keep that same energy. That's all I ask. Keep the same energy because the Vikings will be back next season, baby. Right now, we got this game today. We're gonna make a statement against the Giants. We're gonna beat the brakes off the Giants. Then we got the Lions. We're gonna beat the brakes off the Lions. And then we got the Packers. We're gonna beat the brakes off the Packers in the last game of the season. We're gonna win out. Possibly. I don't know if that's a good idea, though, because we're trying to get a higher pick. But I'm just saying, we're going to win out. And J.J. McCarthy is about to shine on y'all. J.J. McCarthy is about to prove all you haters wrong. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We're going to prove all you haters wrong, bro. We're going to prove you all wrong. I'm going to get, he said, I'm going to get that new Seahawks jersey. Oh, my God, for Christmas. Oh, my goodness, bro. Dumb Seahawks jersey, bro. I'm not going to sit here and cap. Dumb jerseys was fly, bro. The helmet was nice. The jersey was nice. The helmet was nice, bro. I ain't going to sit here and cap. I was like, yo, I'm watching the game. I'm like, yo, them jerseys look fly. They're not better than the Vikings jerseys, though. They're not better than the Vikings jerseys, but I will say they fly jerseys, though. I ain't going to put them above the Vikings jersey, but they fly, though. They fly. You know, they're not better than the Vikings jerseys, though. I will say that. Need to get the LeBron. No, we ain't worrying about LeBron's Wheaties. We want to get the Jetta's Wheaties, Jetta's cereal. How you feel about KC being out of the playoffs for the? Oh my gosh, bro! You know, I was just talking about that yesterday. I said, yo, like it's year to year, bro. These injuries be happening randomly. Prayers for Patrick Mahomes. Hopefully he gets well. But what I will say is this, man. It's only listen. They had a good run, and I think they'll be better. I don't know. When he tore his ACL, right? So if I'm not mistaken, will he be back by like mid-season? I don't know. What makes it bad is he got injured at the end of the season. So I'm not really sure how much time it takes for people to heal. I know everybody heals differently. Everybody's body is differently. But they might be back next year. We'll see. But, man, that's a sucky injury. But to see them out of the playoffs, bro, I didn't want to see it like that, how their top guy got hurt. But it does open it up for a team like the Broncos or the Patriots or the Texans or the Jags or somebody else that can possibly win the AFC. Because, honestly, it was starting to be kind of like the Patriots, bro. Like when the Patriots had Tom Brady, it was always the Patriots always getting to the AFC Championship game. It was always the Patriots always getting to the Super Bowl. So it's actually good to see another team to probably get there. The Bills might get there with Josh Allen. So it's nice to see that there's other teams that's going to have the potential to make it to the dang on Super Bowl because let's keep it real. And that's how much respect you got for the Chiefs because the Chiefs been making it since 2014. They make it to the Super Bowl like every other year. It doesn't make sense how good that team is. Andy Reid is one of the greatest offensive-minded head coaches in the game in NFL history. And Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history already. So, man, you got to give them credit. But I am happy, not to see them get hurt, but I am happy to see another team have the opportunity to do something and win and possibly get to the Super Bowl. Besides the Chiefs. You know, I want to see a different team. Like, for instance, in the NFC, I don't want to see the Eagles in the dang on Super Bowl. I don't want to see it. Know who I want to see? I want to see the Vikings. Now, I don't care. I know they're not in the playoffs. I'm just being honest with y'all. Can I be honest with y'all? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't want to see the Eagles in the dang on Super Bowl again. I don't want to see the Bears. I don't want to see the Lions. I don't want to see the Packers. I want to see the Vikings. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing with none of y'all. I don't want y'all making the Super Bowl. I want my Vikings to go. But since I can't see my Vikings, I guess I got to settle for what I got to settle for. So who I'm going to cheer for? I might have to go for the dang on Rams. I might have to go for the Seahawks. As long as it's not nobody in the NFC North Division, as long as it's not the Eagles, and I say that respectfully, I say that with all love. By the way, everybody that's in the building, hit the like button. Don't be mad at me. I'm just talking that talk. It's all love at the end of the day. Don't get in your feelings. Hit that like button. Don't be a hater. It is free. Hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building. But yeah, man. Yeah, my boy Big Task in the building. Do you think JJ is the franchise of the court? I think he could possibly be, though, eventually. I think he can be that guy, though. I think he can be that guy. Mike, you mean LL McCarthy? What did he say? Big Taz, what's going on? Hey, Ingram, don't be laughing, bro. Big Taz said, what's happening? What's happening? I know for now I have all the bragging rights. We beat the brace off for y'all this year. I ain't worried about none of that. For now, you do. Next year, it's going to be a different story, though. You feel me? It's going to be a different story next year. You feel me? He said, 310. What's good? Salute to my guy, 310 in the building. Salute to my guy. Salute to my guy. He said, mid to end of the season, quarterback from JMU tore his ACL on his last game of the season. He was able to heal and play this. Okay. I like that. Thank you for giving me that information. I like that. Not that he tore his ACL, but I like the fact that he came back. I like that, though. What's going on, Purple in the building? Purple Sunny Sir. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, Purple? Yeah, I'm just trying to talk that talk, man. I'm just like, I'm at my mindset right now as a Viking fan. I just don't want to see anybody and I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm just being honest with y'all, man. I don't want to see nobody in the NFC North win the dang on Super Bowl this year. I can't deal with it. I won't be able to deal with it, y'all. I don't want to see it, bro. And I say that respectfully, but I will say this, though. I got to keep it real. The Bears are dangerous. The Packers are dangerous. So they definitely got a chance. I don't know what the wild card is looking like because I believe the Packers are in the wild card round so far right now, especially if they win out. And I know the Bears will win the division if they win one more game at least. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to see no Packer fans winning another Super Bowl. I don't want to see the Bear fans winning another Super Bowl. I sound like a hater, but it is what it is. I say it with love. I don't want to see the Lions do it. I don't want to see nobody in the NFC North. I can't deal with it, yo. I don't want to see it. But I have no choice in the matter. I got to watch and see what happens. Shout out to Norpheus. What's good, man? What's good, man? Salute to you, bro, man. Oh, my gosh, bro. But I don't know who to cheer for in the NFC, bro. Like, I'm probably going to cheer for Sam Darnold in the Seahawks, or I might cheer for the Rams. But I'm not cheering for nobody. It's hard for me to cheer for anybody in the NFC. I'm not going to sit here and cap. If it ain't the Vikings in the NFC, I don't know how I can cheer for anybody. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I'm keeping it real with y'all because I'm going to be like, listen, I was expecting the Vikings to be at where the Bears are right now. I was expecting the Vikings to be there. So I'm wrong. I don't like that. I don't like that I'm wrong about the Vikings not being in the playoffs this year. I'm disappointed. But I understand, it's the first year of JJ McCarthy. He's developing, and I believe that he's going to be good next season, and I believe that we could go on a run next season. Now, I just hope these last 3 games are decent or very good. And I believe in J.J. McCarthy. I think he will be decent or very good for these last 3 games. I just want to have momentum going into 2026, and we'll see what happens we'll see what happens. Do you think the Bears got the much better? Yes, they got crazy better, bro. After getting a Ben Johnson, bro. Ben Johnson changed that whole franchise, bro. They look like they look really good. They got one of the best offenses in the game in 1 year, bro. Their offense was not that good last year, bro. Their offense was not that good last year. Now all of a sudden they look Caleb Williams looks really good. As a Viking fan, I will admit that Caleb Williams looks really good. Wow. How they built that franchise, they look good. I can't even hate. I can't even hate on the Bears, but I still don't want them to win. Hey, listen, respectfully speaking, I still don't want them to win. It is what it is. The Packers is a strong team. I do have them going to Super Bowl. Yeah, the Packers got a strong team. Their defense is really, 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 really good. My only issue with the Packers is they have Josh Jacobs on like a snap count. It looks like my bull was telling me, and Josh Jacobs is one of the best running backs in the game. What's his count going to look like in the playoffs? Is he going to still be on a snap count? Because you gotta let that man get carries, bro. You're gonna have to establish that run a little bit better, especially against some of these better teams in the NFC. So we're gonna see, bro. You gotta establish that run game, bro. I know that sounds so boring. People don't like hearing me say that, but it's so true, bro. I feel like even the greatest quarterbacks of all time had a decent run game for the most part. Like some of them, you know what I mean? So I mean, it is boring, but it's just my opinion. The Packers is a strong team. Read that. Packers not dangerous. No Micah. Love got concussed yesterday, and they let Chicago come back. I ain't trying to hear that. They dangerous. Shout out to my guy Ingram in the building. Hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. But whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. You know what I'm saying? The goal of this channel is to bring everybody together, whether you a Viking fan, whether you poor, whether you rich, whether you're yellow, blue, whether you whatever, bro. This is the goal of this channel, is bring everybody together, so like-minded vibes, and just vibe and have a good time. What'd he say? Packers is strong. Hold on. The whole NFC South is just ill. Yeah. I agree. Packers are but, receivers are but, quarterbacks but. 6 years in the league, and he's not even mid. Don't want to hear any Packers fan run. Yeah. I say this, they defense is nice, but they offense is questionable. I will admit to that. I think Jordan Love is decent. I'm not going to put him as like a top tier quarterback. I think, all right, if I was to go, all right, so let's play a game real quick. When it comes to the best quarterbacks in our division, the NFC North Division, so we got our starting quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, and Caleb Williams. Right now, I'm going to just say this. This is my opinion. It could definitely change next year. I still got Jared Goff number one. And maybe I'm tripping because I know Caleb had such a great season this year. Then I got Caleb number two. Now, it gets a little questionable here. It gets a little questionable because I don't want to put my quarterback last. I don't want to do that. Then for the AFC, I have either Denver or New England to go to the Super Bowl. You know what? I'm a defensive person. Those who know, I'm a defensive person. I think the Denver Broncos, I just love their defense. People can hate on Bo Nix all they want. It is what it is. I truly believe defense wins Super Bowls. And maybe I'm wrong. How do y'all feel about defense winning Super Bowls? Like, I feel like defense wins Super Bowls more than anything. And yeah. In my opinion, I think the Denver, for me in the AFC, I got the Denver as the favorites. I got the Denvers as the favorites to win the Super Bowl. And that's even with a second-year quarterback in Bo Nix. I just think defense wins Super Bowls. I also love Texans as well. I don't know where they're at in the wild card race, but I think the Texans have a great defense, and I think their quarterback C.J. Stroud, after coming back from his injury, I think C.J. Stroud is looking pretty darn good. So listen, it could be the Texans, it could be the Broncos. I do like the Patriots. You know how I feel about Drake May. I also think the Jags could be a sneaky pick too. The Jags can be a sneaky pick too in the AFC. You know, who else in the AFC? See, I feel so bad for the Colts because the Colts had a good. Now they got Phillip Rivers. Shout out to Phillip Rivers coming back, bro. Let me give a shout out to Phillip Rivers, man. For him to be, how old is Phillip Rivers? 44. For him to come back and play decently in his first game, bro, I gotta give that boy Phillip Rivers some credit, bro. I gotta give him some credit. Packers had the worst uniforms in the colors. Yeah, they always do. The best uniforms is the Vikings uniform. That's how I feel. Being the best quarterback is is like hold on. Being the best quarterback. Hold on. Why did comments move? All right, being the best quarterback in this division is like being named the best hockey player in Costa Rica. Hey, listen, you ain't lying. Yeah, you ain't. That ain't really saying. But I will admit though, I think, like the higher ceilings. This is how I look at it. Caleb and JJ McCarthy when it comes to like the ceilings, like a higher ceiling. But I do like Jared Goff though. I really do like Jared Goff. But yeah, I get it. I get it. Um, Offense gets you there, but defense is what you lean on to win. Thank you, Northeast. Yeah, I think offense does get you there, but you got to lean on that defense. I love that, bro, because at the end of the day, I just feel like people are like so like, oh, it's like an offensive minded game now, right? Like you can't really touch the quarterback. And the quarterback, and I get it because the quarterback is the most important position in football. You got to keep the quarterbacks upright. You can't hit the quarterback. So I get it. I get it. But at the same time, they make all these rules for the offense to be great. But I feel like when I seen that Super Bowl with the Eagles versus the Chiefs, and I hate bringing this up, we know how good Patrick Mahomes is, right? People going to hate on him, whatever. But we know how good Patrick Mahomes is in the Chiefs, right? The Eagles defense made Patrick Mahomes look like like he was scared of his own shadow, bro. He was overthrowing wide receivers. He was bouncing the ball in the dirt. Hey, listen, bro, I ain't never see Patrick Mahomes look that bad. And this is why I say defense wins Super Bowls. I know this might sound crazy, and the same thing goes with the Patriots when they went against the Giants. When the Giants had Michael Strahan, when the Giants had Justin Tuck, I believe. Who was the other guy that the Giants had on the defensive line? And this is when the Patriots had Randy Moss, my favorite player in Viking history, my favorite football player in history. That offense was the most explosive offense one of the most explosive offense I have ever seen. And for the Giants to pretty much make it like it was non-existent for most of the game, listen, bro, I'm going with a great defense over a great offense any day of the week. Any day of the week, bro. You got to score to win, but I feel like that defense, bro, can get you that Super Bowl. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know the research when it comes to like a defensive-minded team compared to an offensive-minded team winning Super Bowls. I know there was a lot of great offenses throughout NFL history that won Super Bowls. So I'm not saying that offense can't win your Super Bowl, but from what I'm thinking of, like I don't go that far back, right? But I know the Iron Curtain when the Steelers. How many Super Bowls did the Iron Curtain? How many Super Bowls did they get? Their defense. I know when I seen Ray Lewis, when Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and the guys, that defense was amazing. That was probably the greatest defense I have ever seen. Even when the Patriots were winning their Super Bowls with Tom Brady, people forget Belichick was one of the greatest defensive-minded head coaches, and the Patriots were winning multiple Super Bowls with their defense. Tom Brady was clutch. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not taking nothing away from Tom Brady, but that defense with Teddy Bruschi and all them dudes, bro. Listen, that defense was on point, bro. And then when you talk about, I'm missing another defense. I know with the Ray Lewis, Ed Reed and them, there's another defense that was absolutely terrific. That's kind of I can't think, but I just feel like defense is where it's at. But I understand that there is offenses like that won multiple Super Bowls. So I'm not sleeping on offense. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Golf has looked like Donovan bounce pass this year. Yeah, this year the Lions haven't been the best this year. Like they've been battling through a lot of injuries with but it is what it is. Injuries happen, man. I'm not giving no team no excuses at this point. If they ain't giving my Vikings no excuses, I'm not giving no team no excuses. But I get it though. Injuries are part of the game. But yeah, Jared Goff hasn't had a good season this year. But I like Jared Goff though. I know he hasn't had the best season, but I like Jared Goff. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback in the game. I'm not saying he's a top 5 quarterback, but I do put him in like the top 10 category, probably top 15, top 10, probably 12. I don't know. I got to do my research on that, but I do like Jared Goff. I like the potential of JJ McCarthy. I love the potential of Caleb Williams. Jordan Love is like mid, but he has those games where you're like, oh snap, he can really play. But then he has those games where you're like, what am I watching? You get what I'm saying? Like you have those moments with Jordan Love. So it's like he's so up and down. Like he's either really, really good or he's like bad, and then like the middle ground is not really. I don't know, man. I don't know about Jordan Love. But yeah, I get it though. Yeah, definitely. Defense definitely wins Super Bowl. Date back to Super Bowl 47. Ravens won against scary 49ers offense. Right, right. I always choose, and I'm pretty sure throughout the history, y'all can probably do the research for me in the comments. I'm pretty sure that there's great offenses that beat great defenses in the Super Bowl. I know there has to be, but from everything I know, like the games that I remember, it's always the defense that beats a great offense. I haven't seen a great offense beat a great defense in the Super Bowl. I just haven't seen it. When's the last time it happened? Oh, when the Rams won the Super Bowl, who did they go against? When they had Marshall Faulk in them. Who did the Rams go against, y'all? Can y'all help me out? Who they beat? I'm trying to think about their defense. Whoever they beat, I wonder if they had a good defense. Brian Flores at the end of the day. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. I'm just trying to bring like-minded people with good vibes on the channel. And it's okay to agree to disagree with someone. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everybody, and I know for a fact they don't agree with me. What I be saying some of the time, because I be talking that talk. Though you know what I mean? Respectfully speaking, I be talking that talk. I be wrong though, but I admit when I'm wrong too though. But you get where I'm going with it. We just vibing on the channel. Randy, yo, six in the building. Randy, chiming in right now. I'll be back. Talk that talk. Yeah, bro. Shout out to Terry in the building. Yeah, Justin Tuck. I see. Yes, and Michael Strahan. Right. That defense, bro. Do y'all remember how Tom Brady looked? Do y'all remember that? How great that offense was, and how bad they looked against the Giants defense. And then you saw Eli Manning just, I don't know what the heck Eli Manning was on, bro. Like that man was so clutch with some of his throws, bro. I'm like, how is he doing this? Eli Manning was really that bull in the playoffs, man. Like, you could say what you want about him in the regular season, but my gosh, in the playoffs, bro, that man was different. But it does help to have a great defensive line that got Hall of Famers on the defensive line, to help you out. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of respect for defense, man. I really do. And offense, but is it wrong kind of wanted to play? Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Too evil. Legion of Boom. Yes, Legion of Boom. I forgot. But you know what, though? When you talk about the Legion of Boom, they should have won that other Super Bowl against the Patriots. Why did Pete Carroll, or who was the offensive coordinator, why did they not run the ball? Why would they pass the ball? And then it went to, what's his name? Something Harrison. I don't know if he was a safety, linebacker. He got the interception. Yo, that is so bogus, bro. They could have had 2 Super Bowls, bro. They could have had 2 Super Bowls, man. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I wasn't cheering for neither one of those teams, but I was even salty, and I'm not even a Seahawks fan. And I was salty. I said, why would they pass the ball? You got Russell Wilson throwing a dang on pick at the worst time of the game. You literally could win the game right here, and you throw a pick. That got to be the stupidest play call. I know the defense was like, what are we doing? I know the defense was like, what the freak are we doing? That was crazy. That Legion of Boom was crazy, though. I ain't going to lie. Seahawks, Legion of Boom. Yes. Legion of Boom. Legion of Boom. Legion of Boom carries so much. Facts, bro. Russell Wilson is not even. Yes, bro. You ain't lying. Yeah. On Orthodox Solutions. Facts. Super Bowl Rams beat the Titans. How good was the Titans defense, though? I'm trying to think about. I don't remember. I'm sorry, bro. I don't remember how good the defense was, but I know that offense was amazing from the Rams. I gotta take off. Oh, all right, bro. Be easy, bro. Some things I'll check it. All right, salute to you, man. Thank you for all your support, bro. Appreciate you. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Rams defense won their last championship. Yes. Aaron Donald. Yeah, Aaron Donald. You're my bad. Yeah, the last championship was Aaron Donald, but I'm talking about the one prior to that one, with Falk and I'm trying to think of the Titans. What the Titans look like? What did the Titans look like? Like, or you had the Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes to win a Super Bowl, or you had or you had Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. Can I ask y'all a question before I get off this live stream? I'm asking y'all real quick. I'm gonna ask you a question before I get off this live stream. Who's better, in your opinion, Patrick Mahomes or Joe Montana? Put it in the comments below real quick before I get off this live stream. Crazy story about the Seahawks Patriots game. The dude who picked the ball off went to West Alabama, and that's the school was in the interception for the whole year. Wow, it's crazy. Mahomes, you got Mahomes over. Whoa, you got Mahomes. You got Mahomes over Joe Montana. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. You entitled to your opinion, though, bro. Hey, you entitled. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not a boomer, so I have to say Mahomes. Yeah, snap. Yeah. Hey, listen. That is a debate. I'm gonna have to probably do a poll and ask people just a random question because for me, I got Tom Brady as the GOAT. Some people might disagree. Some people might say Joe Montana. Some people might even say Patrick Mahomes, which I can't put nobody above Tom. I say that respectfully. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But I think it's more of a debate when it comes to the Joe Montana and Patrick Mahomes. Montana was better than Brady. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Mahomes has carried some fairly mid teams. Yes. Mahomes, yeah. Especially when his wide receiver got traded to the Dolphins, right? The Dolphins. So you ain't lying. Tom Brady is definitely the GOAT, and I didn't like the guy. Yeah. When people win the way he was winning, bro, it's hard to like someone that dominates that long. I can't even lie. People don't like Patrick Mahomes because of the same reason, bro. They don't like Patrick Mahomes. I'm pretty sure they said the same thing about Joe Montana. Bro. It's just when you win a lot, bro, it's hard to. People are just gonna naturally not like you because you just like, yo, I want my team to win. You know what I mean? But if you was to say that Tom Brady was on your team at that point, you would be like, yeah, people wouldn't even hesitate. They'd be like, oh, he the GOAT. But he not on your team, so it's like, all right, I can't stand him. Like if Patrick Mahomes was on the Vikings, right? I'm pretty sure every Viking fan would say he's the GOAT. Like I'm pretty sure they'll say he's the GOAT over Tom Brady. If Joe Montana was on the Vikings, they would say Joe Montana is the GOAT of all time. It's just a natural thing that you say. Mahomes has carried some really Tom Brady definitely good. Yeah. Brady's over Mahomes. Yeah. I would never, but just my opinion, I say this respectfully for all the Mahomes supporters, Brady's the GOAT. Tom Brady got hurt and came back twice as good. Dude was insanely good. He was amazing. Amazing quarterback. But all right, y'all, I gotta get off. I'll be live again for the Giants and Vikings. And I think JJ McCarthy and the Vikings are going to beat the brakes off the Giants, but I'll be back shortly. I'm going to give me something to drink, and it's on and popping in a few minutes. Have a wonderful day. God bless to each and every one of y'all, and I'm out. Peace.